Minecraft Hardcore is basically the same thing as normal Minecraft, but you only get one life. If you die just one time, your hardcore world is gone. And I have recently built up a reputation for, being terrible at hardcore. Get in the water. Get in the water. What do you mean? I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. No. And so in January, I made it my goal to survive 100 days of Minecraft Hardcore and hopefully beat the Ender Dragon to complete the game. So how did I do? Well, let's take a walk. Day 0. Started up the hardcore world and spawned in a jungle. I guess I can make this work. Got some wood, made stone tools, met a bird, and we're off to mining. I was too scared to really go deep into the cave, so all I found was a bit of coal. I stumbled upon some melons to fill my stomach, and near the end of the day, I found a nearby acacia village and stayed there for the rest of the night. I spent the morning of day 1 stealing from the village. They weren't using any of it anyway. I collected some more wood and melons, as well as some leaves and vines with my new shears. I found a really tall tree, decided to start making a tree house at the top, and spent my night in a tree. Day 2 was just spent collecting some leaves and wood and working on the base. I'm gonna be here for 100 days, so I might as well make it look nice. I managed to kill my first mob of the series on day 3. Go me! I kept working on the base design, smelted some glass for windows, set up a basic storage section, and made myself a shield. Day 4, I set up a small sugarcane farm before heading out into the mines. I started in an underwater ravine using doors to breathe, but I eventually found normal caves. Ended up with a bunch of coal and 26 iron, which I used to make myself a full set of iron armor. I realized on day 5 that my food was running out, so I gathered dirt and tunneled some water around for a farm. Went out exploring and stumbled upon a nearby pillager outpost, but decided it might be best to save it for later. I spent a lot of day 6 running around in this massive cave that I found. If you couldn't already tell, I love the 1.18 cave update. I went back to the surface with over 2 stacks of iron and a stack of coal. After expanding the farm, I was made aware by some phantoms that I desperately need a roof, or maybe I just need to sleep more. Luckily, I managed to get to bed and woke up for day 7. Started off the day by finally getting iron tools and closing in that roof I was talking about. After the roof was done, I put in a door just in case and decorated around the tree. Day 8 was the day I finally made my biggest advancement yet. Bucket! Got some water, filled in the farm, got more seeds, spread the farm, collected more dirt, got more water for the soil, grew more crops, grew more food. Business! Day 9, I threw down some more dirt, set up some pens, and spent literally the entire day herding sheep and cows. Soon enough, I'll be able to have infinite wool and go on an all-steak diet. That vegan teacher would be proud. 10 days in and things are going pretty well. I've got a base set up, iron to work with, multiple food sources, and relatively okay gear. Since everything was working out so well for me so far, it was about time I did something stupid. Off to the pillager outpost! At first, the whole place seemed abandoned. I just snuck around and gathered some hay, iron, and wool. Eventually, I did find a few pillagers, but I got through them pretty easily. This is actually a bit easier than I thought. Picked up my first lava bucket, grabbed some loot from the chest, killed the iron golem. What?! I got one shot by an iron golem through a fence while in full iron armor. I lasted a total of 3.5 minutes at the outpost and 10 Minecraft days. But you know what? I'm not one to give up right after a first mistake. The great thing about Minecraft is that if you fail, you can always try again. And so, on to World 2. Honestly, I'm not too upset about having to start over. The jungle was starting to get on my nerves, and I'm actually pretty excited to get into a different biome. Oh, come on! I immediately started collecting wood and melons. I crafted some tools, found some sugarcane, found a weirdly shaped mountain, called it home, started getting good resources, made a gross looking house, and died to a horde of skeletons while mining. Day 12. You know what? That's fine. Climbing that giant mountain to get to my base was getting annoying anyway. Let's go again. World 3. I spawned in not another jungle. Woo! Explored a weird zombie village, started a base, discovered an outpost, started a farm, and died to a creeper explosion. Day 9. Okay, 3 tries down and I've barely even made it to day 10. Maybe this wasn't such a great idea after all. I might just not be cut out for the whole hardcore thing. You know what? I'll give it one last shot, and if I don't end up living long, then I should probably just give up on this whole project for a while. Let's give it one last go. World 4. Day 0. I spawned into a bright new world of an oak and birch forest. I quickly gathered wood, upgraded to stone tools, and got food from nearby animals. I stumbled upon a ruined portal too, but there wasn't anything good. Day 1. I started gathering more wood and sugarcane and started to carve a house in a nearby mountain. I'm starting to sense a pattern here. Inside my little cave base, I set up some basic storage and furnaces. Day 2. Today was mining day. I ended up with about 30 coal and 38 iron, which I smelted along with some food back at the base. I made myself iron armor and a shield. Day 3. Next up is farming. My plan was to try and get all the basic farming and mining stuff done as early as possible, so by the end of the day I had wheat and sugarcane farms, a pen of cows and sheep, a bucket, and a near-death experience from a skeleton. Whew, close one. Day 4 was just spent getting more resources, like wood, wheat, more animals, and iron tools finally. Then I went down and started a mining expedition that would lead through days 5 and 6. I found a giant cave filled with spikes, which was just so fun trying to walk around in, and then traveled down into a much deeper cave section. I found a handful of diamonds, but ended up finding a lot more in an underwater cave on my way out. And I mean a lot more. When I came up on day 7, I had 87 iron, 32 diamonds, 72 gold, and like 3.5 stacks of lapis. I spent the rest of the day working on the farm and exploring the terrain. On day 8, I put all those diamonds to good use, crafting a pickaxe, and I think my first ever full set of diamond armor in hardcore. I hopped back down into the deep caves and picked up 25 obsidian for later. After setting up an enchant table on day 9, I put together a portal in the back cave of my base and went into the nether. Between days 9 and 10, I collected some gold and traded with piglins. Man, this economy stinks. Days 11 and 12, I went back to farming and working on the base. I worked on getting some more advancements, specifically hot stuff. I enchanted the pickaxe and discovered a nearby bastion while exploring the nether, but we'll come back to that later. And would you look at that, later is now on day 13. I finally suited up in my diamond armor, got some food, crafted a bow, and traveled to the bastion. I slowly crept into the structure and took my sweet time getting around because I was terrified. I didn't find much of anything great until I got down to the middle chest, and then BAM! First debris. I got back on day 14 after collecting gold and killing an enderman for a pearl. I spent the night of day 14 into day 15 killing skeletons for bone meal. But now it's bright and early on day 15 for another day of farming and literally nothing else. Day 16 I collected wool from my sheep pen and went into the nether. I spent some time carving a path down to Y15 and started bed mining for netherite. I can't explain how utterly terrifying it is to be exploding around a bunch of active lava and fire while on hardcore. I ended up with 12 debris and made my way back home. No, wait, not again, no. Phew, another close one. Day 17, I put that debris to good use and made myself full netherite armor. Except for the helmet. We'll get there. Day 18, I was back out on the open seas exploring the world. I found some weird underwater structures with some surprisingly decent fishing rods and a mushroom biome where I stayed all night fishing. I picked up traveling again on days 19 and 20. Found 3 shipwrecks, some buried treasure next to a jungle, an underwater ruined portal, and another underwater structure. The next few days were spent working on the house. Day 21, I set up an enchanting section in the roundabout cave. Tried to make it look cool, failed, decorated a bit, and lit up the rest of the cave. Day 22, I built a small fishing outpost near the sugarcane farm, and day 23, I made a fancy connector bridge from my main house to the roundabout. Day 24, I collected stacks of dirt, filled in the opening of the roundabout, and lit up some of the area. I kept working on the base until day 25 when I got a special visit. Oh, hey guys. I dealt with them pretty quickly and used my bucket to get rid of the effects. I also ended up getting a crossbow from the pillagers, so that was pretty cool. That night, I walked back into the nether and started another round of netherite mining. By the end of the 3-day trip, I had collected 27 debris and 30 gold ingots, nearly died to lava, and spent the rest of day 28 digging out a small storage room under the main base. Most of day 29 was just spent moving all my stuff down to the new storage room and organizing. Near the end of the day, I finally finished off my first ever full set of netherite armor in hardcore. We're in business now. I added doors to the entrances of the roundabout on day 30 to keep out any potential mobs and enchanted my armor. After I finished cleaning up my house, I went out on day 31 in search of a village. I realized that, even though I had searched most of the nearby terrain, I'd never actually explored the area behind my giant hill. I climbed over it and almost immediately found a village. That was convenient. I collected some hay, fought the golem, PTSD, and spent the next 5 days collecting and transporting villagers. Now that I had the villagers in my house, it was time to start forcing them into labor. Day 37, I started by getting a librarian with a mending trade and a farmer. Where did you come from? I ended up putting my first mending book on my new netherite pickaxe, and I crafted a diamond axe. Day 38 began the never-ending grind for emeralds. Go out to the farm, collect some wheat, go back and trade emeralds, go collect pumpkins, get more emeralds, collect some pumpkins, collect some emeralds, collect some pumpkins, go about emeralds, get more wheat, get more pumpkins, get more emeralds, more wheat, get more grinding, keep going, go. I got a second mending book by the end of the day that I put on my pants. The emerald grind continued through day 39 and 40. I tried to force employment on another villager, but for some reason he just wouldn't stop being a disappointment. So on day 41, I traveled back to the village, employed another villager there, and brought it all the way back with me over the next day and a half. Some pillagers were waiting for me when I got back, so I dealt with them, drank some milk, and stored the villager safely in his new cell. I mean, home! Before day 42 came to a close, I got my hands on another mending book that I put on my helmet. Days 43 and 44 mostly were focused on getting more resources like wood, emeralds, and food. Nothing out of the ordinary. Day 45 was the day that I finally went out to explore the nether for a fortress. The end goal of this whole thing is to kill the dragon after all, so that means I need blaze powder. It took me over a day and 1,000 blocks of walking, but I ended up finding a fortress on day 46. I collected about 20 rods to tide me over for a while and headed home on day 47. Wait a minute. This is... Oh, come on! Day 48, I finally made it home from the fortress, set up another wart farm for later, and spent the rest of the day farming emeralds. Things were going pretty well heading into day 49, which was technically the halfway point of the whole series. This would have been a convenient time for a plot twist, but I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Oh look, the pillagers are back again. I got this. See, nothing to worry about. Oh, looks like I forgot my bucket. Maybe I could just slip inside and grab the iron for one. Uh-oh. No! Day 50, the raid begins. I started the day running through my house collecting materials and mentally preparing myself. I have literally never experienced a raid before, so having my first experience being hardcore was not pleasant. I spent the next 4 days fighting off wave after wave of the raid. I looked it up afterward and found out that apparently I got the highest number of waves possible from a single raid. It was possibly the single most terrifying thing I've ever done in Minecraft. Some highlights include several near-death experiences, my hatred for these stupid flying thingies, and the random guest appearances from a wandering trader and some skeleton horses? I still don't know how that fits in. Anyway, I ended the raid with 6 totems of undying, and I tamed one of those skeleton horses for kicks. Needless to say, I was feeling pretty great about myself. Oh right, I have to clean this whole mess up. I used day 54 to clean up all the destruction from the raid, started to make a decorated path from my house to the farm, and filled in the cave near my base. Oh, okay. I finished the path on day 55, and I enchanted my netherite axe and put mending on it. I killed a few endermen too, just to keep prepping for the end. Into day 56, and I was feeling pretty confident about myself. By this point, I had a fully made and somewhat decorated base, a full enchanted set of armor, and plenty of resources. Wait, I'm out of iron. Well, over the next 3 days, I mined 27 diamonds, nearly a stack of gold, and over 2 stacks of iron in various giant caves. After I got home on day 58, I went to the nether and mined quartz for XP into the next day. My pickaxe deserves a raise. Day 59 was another work on base day. I decorated the storage room, and now I can finally call this house a home. Day 60, I did literally nothing but farm and got an Unbreaking 3 book. I may or may not have forgotten to record day 61, so let's pick up with day 62, where I set out with my horse in search of the end portal. I traveled throughout the entirety of day 62 and found the location of the stronghold on day 63. No! After a full day of searching, I finally found the portal room on day 64 and filled in the frames except for one eye, which I left in a chest in the portal room. I wrote down the chords and rode home. I love this game. On day 65, I got myself a shiny new sword with way too many enchantments on it. I literally can't even add sharpness to it now. Day 66, now 2/3 of the way through this journey, and I had made a plan, an ambitious project larger than anything I had done so far. Time was running out, and if I was going to take on the dragon at the end of the series, I needed to get serious about enchants. But it takes so long to keep leveling myself up to level 30. If only there was a way to potentially grind XP. Got it! I had tried and failed already to make a small-scale mining XP farm, but this project was going to be massive and perfect for what I needed. Only problem was, I needed Silk Touch first. By the end of day 67, I had set out with my new Silk Touch pickaxe in search of a beach, and by the end of day 68, I was safe at home with some fresh turtle eggs. That brings us to day 69. Today started the grind for magma that would last several days. After the first day, I had collected 21 stacks of magma blocks, and I'm only halfway done. Day 70 into day 71, I mined more magma blocks for a grand total of 43 stacks. After I was done, I went back into the overworld to collect materials for the XP farm, like hoppers, chests, trapdoors, iron, redstone, etc. Only thing left to get on the list was scaffolding, but I need bamboo to craft it. Wait, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Wandering Trader came back on day 72. That's it. Move on! I made my way to the nether roof on day 73. Made a few attempts to break through the roof, failed. Thank goodness I brought materials for a portal. Day 74 was the next attempt, and this time I managed to break through. I moved all my materials up to the roof and began the construction on the farm. Over the next 6 days, I constructed a massive XP farm larger than anything I had ever built before. 43 stacks of magma blocks, 11 stacks of slabs, fought a ghast, almost died several times, but finally, the main floor was done. All that was left to do was to put an iron golem in the middle and fix the trapdoors. Uh-oh, I messed it up. I gotta go in and fix it. Okay. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. Well, I tried. Time to give up. In all seriousness, though, I actually went through a few iron golems this way. So I ended up restructuring the XP farm so I could just kill all the piglins manually since I'm too lazy to fix it. Works well enough. That brings us to day 80. Time is flying. I've got just 20 days until I have to beat the game, so we're in crunch time. And so over the next 8 days, I did nothing but work to perfect everything I had. Grind XP, enchant more books, put enchants in the armor and tools, farm for emeralds, get more mending, use gold for the XP grinder to craft gapples, grind more XP, get more emeralds, buy golden carrots as a new food source, enchant more books, power 5 bow, efficiency 4 pick, sharpness 5 axe, I'm breaking 3 and mending everything. I'm just swimming in mending. I'll even put mending on a crossbow. I'm unpredictable. You don't know what I'll do next. I'll put mending on you! Day 88, and somehow I'm out of iron again. Time for one last mining trip. I think I could literally go swimming in lava for diamonds at this point and not die. I got back on day 89 with 51 iron and a bunch of coal. Hopefully that will tide me over for the time remaining. Next up on my prep list was drugs. What are you looking at? I spent most of day 89 collecting materials for potions and brewing. By the end of the day, I had 6 swiftness, 6 strength, and 3 regeneration potions. But since these potions were all basic, on day 90 I used redstone to make them all last longer and gunpowder to make them all splash potions. On day 91, I slaughtered chickens to get arrows before going back into the drug trade. I always doubt my MLG abilities, so I thought it might be a smart idea to brew slow falling potions in case the dragon hits me high in the air. After drugging, I organized what my inventory would look like for the dragon fight and got myself another advancement. The Emerald and Enchanted Book grind continued on day 92, and I got tactical fishing. I was hoping to get all the advancements before the 100-day mark, but it seems like I've sort of run out of time for that. Day 93. Alright, let's do this. A few more emeralds, double-checked my enchants, everything looks good. One last thing before I go though. I need to pay a tribute to a friend I lost. Day 94, I said my goodbyes to the house and set out for the stronghold. Oh wait, I should put armor on the horse before I go. You can't put armor on a skeleton horse? Oh well, still looks dope. Anyway, I got there by sunset, took one last sleep, and made my way down. Well, we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 lives. If I can't beat this game in 6 lives, then I should not be playing Minecraft, right? Oh, that's horrifying. Let's do it. Okay, good. Please give me a pearl. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I missed. First shot. That's one. Never mind. Oh. There we go. I did damage to him. I'm sorry. Second try. Yep. What's that up here? Somebody really annoyed at me. There we go. We got it. Okay. Next. Okay, cool. Okay. Are the pillars down? Yes, they are. Sorry. We're in, folks. Oh. What? Tell me, what is that gonna... Oh, wait, are you coming down? You are. Please don't. Strength. Oh, there she is. Right in time. Wait, is this it? Is this... No! What a ride. What a freaking ride. I have spent the past 100 days trying to beat Minecraft in hardcore for the first time. Died a few times, died a lot of times actually. But today... Let's go. Today is a great freaking day. I just beat Minecraft. I just beat Minecraft hardcore. And it only took me like 15 tries. Well, fellas, I will see you all again eventually. Oh no, I just upset you, I'm sorry. And so I had killed the Ender Dragon and made it home safely, but I still have 4 days left. Whatever am I to do? Alright, this looks like a good place to start. If I fall and die, it'll be funny. And now I think we just go up. Here we go. Oh, if I get struck by lightning, I'm screwed. I'm gonna cry. It appears we've made it to world height, my friends. Do we give it a shot? Bye. Oh. Please. Let's freaking go. I spent the last few days working on various advancements, such as caves and cliffs and serious dedication. I placed the dragon egg down in my storage room, a space fit for a king. I farmed for a while, reminding me of the earlier, simpler days of hardcore. I had done so much over these 100 days, but there's still so much more I want to do. I didn't even get half the possible advancements. I didn't fight a wither, I didn't travel to every biome, heck, I barely even explored the nether. I guess those adventures will have to wait until another day. For today, however, the clock struck 100 days, and my time was up. I put together a small shrine near my base to commemorate the occasion. After that, there was nothing left to do except sit down and take a moment to realize I made it.